everyone. You all are watching Inspiria TV. I am Preeti Gupta. Today, School of Media and Design organized Esperanza 3.0 and we have a speaker, Sudarshana Chakraborty. Hello, ma'am. So I would like to ask you that कि आप एक फिल्म निर्माता है और एक अभिनेता तो नहीं, आप एक पत्रकार होने के नाते अपनी भूमिका को कैसे एक संवेदनशील जैसे ह्यूमन राइट्स इशू में कैसे आप अपने आप को देखते हैं?
Okay, so thank you so much for inviting me, and this is a nice experience to be here. So first of all, I'd like to say that when I started my journalistic journey, so it was very special for me because I didn't do any kind of institutional studies about journalism. So I'm from literature background, so this was very hands-on experience for me. And I started working, and then gradually I came to the field of development journalism. Okay, and there I learned about gender, there I learned about different rights, और ये करते हुए मैं जानती गई कि जर्नलिज्म में जो ह्यूमन राइट्स के जो एस्पेक्ट्स हैं उसको एज अ जर्नलिस्ट मैं कैसे हाउ कैन आई एड्रेस दैट. And in that particular sphere, which attracted me most was the issues of women. और जैसे जैसे दिन बदलते गए और मैं जानती गई, मैं लर्न करती गई, so it became a broader aspect and I started to work on gender issues, gender including women and other LGBTQIA community also. And obviously when I'm talking about women, the women of all ages like children, girls, and then I started to do work on the intersection of gender and other issues like gender and disability, gender and labor rights, gender and human rights in like war zones or like disturbed areas. So I had to see the whole of it as a journalist. And as you talked about my documentaries, मेरी documentaries के बारे में अगर बात करें तो as I was saying to one of my colleagues that my work is also an extension of my journalism. My documentaries are just the extension of journalism, which I cannot write in a particular piece or which I cannot do as a particular audiovisual story. That turns out to be my documentary. So that is what I can say about my work.
So आप सोशल मीडिया से रिलेटेड बहुत सारे आपके कंटेंट है, तो मैं जानना चाहूँगी कि आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है उन सब कंटेंट को बनाने की?
Do you want to know that how I see a particular story or then how I go for it? Can you make the question a bit clear?
Like आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होनी चाहिए उसके हिसाब से?
Okay, so like as I was talking about that being a woman journalist helps us, like other panelists that we had, helps us to give a particular woman perspective. Personally, I strategize my stories when I can put something from a woman's lens, right? So if I suppose I'm covering or I'm writing a piece on farmers movement, so I have to see that we all were writing about farmers movement, but what were the roles of women out there? Why were they participating? Where they were only for cooking and washing clothes and stuffs like that, or were they present because of their own rights, where they had land rights out there. So when I'm covering a basic broader thing, I have to put my own, as we are talking about, my own touch to that, what I can see and what no one else can see.
तो आपकी राय में जेंडर इक्वालिटी और ह्यूमन राइट्स को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए मीडिया का क्या रोल है?
Media actually can play a very big role, but the question is the time and the phase that we are going through. We have to make our stands very clear that even if we are working for a big media house, a corporate media house, we know that we may have our bosses, we may have our corporate policies, but it's all about being a journalist and pushing your story. When you are a journalist, when you are working on the field, it's nothing but your story, and you have to be very impartial as a journalist. As I was saying that we cannot advocate. We are not doing advocacy. We are just being present there, and we are presenting the truth. And the truth is what we see, and what we want to show you. So what Tanjil was doing in main media, was Neetu Singh is doing in Shades of Rural India, what I try to do. So all these things are like, I'll ask, we all will ask just blatant questions. You may reply or you may not reply, but that's the truth. I'm not advocating anything. So same goes for women's issues, gender rights issues and human rights issues. So we have to be there, report on it and show it to the whole world. The things will happen.
It was really lovely talking to you. Thanks for your precious time, and keep
Thank you.
watching Inspiria TV.
Thank you.